Hey everybody, it's your old pal Robert from ThrillRide.com. How you doing? So this morning, I'm visiting the Los Angeles Fire Department Museum and Memorial. This is a location I only became aware of recently, and a bunch of great things about it. Number one, it's free. It's open Saturdays from 10 to 4, and anybody is welcome to come in and take a look around. And of course, it's just reopened as the conditions here improve in California. And of course, I am a huge admirer of the brave souls who are firefighters. They put their lives on the line constantly, and you can't imagine the kind of things they must go through doing the things they do. So very excited to take a look inside and see what is on display. So let's go take a look. So this fantastic building, Engine Company 27, functioned as a working fire station from 1930, I believe, until 1992 when it was closed. And then all the kind of restoration work took place, converting it into the museum, and it opened, I believe, in the year 2000. So right next door is a new Engine Company 27 fire station, which is pretty cool. So the actual working fire station is right there, and I love it. You can see that red Dalmatian sculpture in front. That is really neat. But they designed this building to look very much like the old fire station, so they are a nice complementary pair. Looks like there's some kind of a map, which I'm guessing indicates the locations of firehouses all across LA County. Yeah, right. See, there's the marker for the 405 freeway, and you can see the little numbered circles that, again, I believe are markers for all kinds of firehouses. You keep moving forward, and right here is this wonderful statue and list of names honoring those fallen firefighters. Courageously they died, by inspiration they live. Very nice. All right, there you go. The building here was erected in AD 1930 by the City of Los Angeles Fire Department, Engine Company number 27 and Truck Company number 9. All right, John C. Porter was mayor at the time. Cool. Now, right inside the front door is this absolutely beautiful piece of equipment, vintage 1800s, and it's from Japan. It was brought over here, and members of another engine company restored it. And look at this, and it is functional. I was just informed. That is fantastic. Yeah, I guess it was hand carried or hand pulled. Yeah, did the trick. So cool. So this is I'm sorry, it was a 1914 Ford Model T, and it still runs. Look at this, boy, and it is in cherry condition, man. That is awesome. Wow. Oh, love the leather seats. Yeah, beautiful. All right, so this is something brand new to me too. An American LaFrance fire engine. And look at that grill. Wow. Oh, that is stunning.
Here's your pump panel.
Oh, beautiful. Wow. So this is called, you say, the pump panel. Yeah, look at all the gears and pressure gauges. So cool. Yeah, that's where all the hoses are stored. Beautiful, just beautiful.
And these are hard sections in case you want to, like, go into a pool or a lake or something like that. You can use the hard sections, and then the strainer keeps the chunks from going up into the hose.
Right, so you can just draw on any natural water source if you had to. Super cool. Right on. Yeah, you can see sometimes when vehicles come in for restoration, they're in pretty sorry shape, but yeah, then they end up looking like this. Yeah, beautiful.
1901.
Wow. All right, here we are, 1901. A horse-drawn machine. Please don't feed the horses. Cute. Really great. There's a couple of shovels that might have been used, but look at this. Oh, man. That is magnificent. Yeah, the old wagon wheels and this ladder along the side. Ah, oh, so cool.
And you used to stand on this and hang on to the ladders. You can see here in the picture.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's great. Wow. Yeah, I gotta wonder what the horsepower is on that bad boy.
That's a Hall-Scott 400.
Awesome. Dedicated fire engine motor?
Gas engine Hall-Scotts. I love them.
This is kind of your go-to.
You drive a rig with one of these engines in there, you didn't slow down.
Raw power. Nice, nice. Oh, that's great.
And then we've got the net that they used to use.
Right.
The men would hold it and the people would jump into it.
Excellent. Oh, that's great. Is that, looks like some kind of fabric?
Yeah, that's a fabric on there. And then there's springs. You can't see it, but on the backside there's springs so that when somebody goes down, it comes.
It bounces back up, gives them a little recoil. Nice. Awesome.
I've jumped into one. It's quite something.
I'll bet. Look at this. Yeah, so a vintage Cadillac ambulance. I've never seen a red ambulance. Have they always, were fire department ambulances always red? I had no idea. Yeah, I
Well,
thought they were
fire
always white.
department or apparatus are red.
Sure, yeah, no, totally makes sense. Wow.
But this was the beginning of the ambulance service, you might say.
Right, right, right. Oh, yeah.
Here shows you some pictures through.
Yeah, just soaking up this beautiful Cadillac grill. That is great. Oh, yeah.
And then we've got some old breathers.
Oh, sure, for
Tank
going
on the
into
back. That's
smoky.
and then they went up into these. There's the
yeah.
oldest one, this big box type thing.
Yeah, you can tell that looks quite
But
vintage.
with these, we started out with 15-minute bottles like this. Then they went to the 30-minute bottles.
Oh, nice. Spend longer inside the building. Wow, incredible. Yeah, and here's another wagon of sorts, but a device that carried fire retardant chemicals to tackle a blaze. Yeah, that's great. I just love the old wagon wheels. That is so neat. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, this is 1887, something called an Ameskeag steamer. Another
We
horse.
became a paid fire department in 1886.
Oh, no kidding. So this is just the year after getting into
It was
action.
all volunteer fire companies up until that time.
Wow. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, the little leather seat here. This is engine number 1. And just, again, look at the amazing detail that went into some of the surfacing here. Oh, wow. Yeah.
And the man that drove this rig, when he got it to the fire and got it parked to the location they wanted it, he hopped off, disconnected the horses, and took the horses back away to a safe place.
Oh, smart. Okay, there you go. So the
that
horses
they wouldn't
were.
get spooked at a fire and
Yeah.
they wouldn't have to breathe all that smoke and all that.
So yeah, right up here is this Titanic water cannon, and currently sitting on a powered engine, but used to be drawn by horse. And it was just explained to me that, of course, this was made back in the time when buildings were only 3 or 4 stories tall, so you could really kind of reach just about every skyscraper in town.
And again, here's your American LaFrance engine.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, you can see that on top, the little plaque. Yeah, so you see some of the gears here that would be part of the mechanisms to aim the cannon. Yeah.
And the big gears in the back were to crank it up.
Right, right. So you
You
can raise it higher.
You see your gear here
Oh, yeah.
would
There you
go through into the teeth here, and that to raise your cannon up.
Beautiful, beautiful. Nice.
And then they had the jacks, like this one. They would take and pull out, and they hit the ground for stabilization.
Nice, right, sure. Okay, yeah, because I bet the force of the water coming out of this thing would have been pretty intense. Yeah, you can see that brass plaque there. All right, and so, yeah, what do you do when the kids come in? Yeah, well, I'm a big kid, so I enjoy that very much. Thank you.
This is where we are here, engine 27.
Nice.
This used to be fire station 27 before it became a museum.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I love these older helmets. That is really cool. Looks like a big old brass
And you see the
fire hose
speaking
nozzle.
trumpet that the chiefs use.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yes, speaking trumpet.
A speaking, so that's barking and yelling orders in the midst
Right.
of the chaos. Nice. Yeah, so here, tucked onto the side of another engine, is a folded rescue net. And you can see the springs on the back. that were used to cushion the blow when somebody landed on the fabric. Yeah, so there's an image of somebody actually falling into the net. Yeah, and apparently
Up to 100 feet people can do it.
100 feet, good grief,
We
yeah.
had to do it. We all had to do it. I didn't like holding it. We had to do it.
I
can
jumped
imagine.
out of the 4th floor, I landed in the net, and all I heard was all the guys standing there going, ugh!
This is something typical of fire extinguishers used in Los Angeles in the early 1900s, and it was converted into a time capsule. Wow, this capsule contains memorabilia from the 100-year-old Los Angeles City Fire Department for the Fire Department of Tomorrow. Sealed May 15th, 1987. To be opened on February 1st, 2086 on the occasion of the Fire Department's 200th birthday. Sweet. All right, well, here's the Seagrave, which is another American fire engine brand. And oh man, look at that top of the head. Beautiful. Love it. Yeah. That is sweet. What is that? It's got to be, is that a 12-cylinder or 6-cylinder?
No, I think it's a 12 with double ignition.
Nice, nice. Yeah, it's got some power. This has got to be the longest vehicle in here, yeah?
Well, if you look at the new trucks, you'll see that the Tillerman sits in a little house on the back.
Oh, right, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, right, because, yeah, so you got the...
So in this one, you can
driver
see he
front.
sat right out there in the open.
Yeah, so yeah, the engine here, and then the trailer with the
And look at the
ladders.
wheels. Hard rubber. They're
Oh
not
my gosh.
pneumatics.
Oh, wow. That's got to be a rough ride.
And
Long
again,
lasting, though.
Chain drive.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, heavy duty. Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, so right, you got the...
But you can see the picture of when it was a horse-drawn.
yeah.
Here's the Tillerman sitting way up there.
Yep. Nice, nice. That is...
Stopped, riding on the tailboard and hanging on with both hands.
Right.
That became a big safety factor.
Sure, sure.
And at one time, they sewed straps around our turnout coat with big metal D-rings.
You could
Hook a
literally
hook
hook
there,
yourself on.
Hook a hook over the top, so if anything happened, you wouldn't fall off the ring. Then they came to this, the jump seat where the fireman rode.
Oh, nice. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's great.
And then you
Yeah.
had a man sitting up here.
Oh, right.
the
To
water
operate the
cannon.
cannon. Yep.
And we had all our hoses and transverse beds, 2.5 and 2-inch.
Oh, for different hose diameters. Yeah.
And then here's your 2.5.
Wow. Amazing. Yeah, and all the different...
And here's the pump panel compared to the other pump panel you saw. That was
Sure.
a 1937 rig. Then you got a pump panel like this. with
bit
all
more
your
complicated.
outlets.
Yeah, boy, it's you get a lot of people working all at the same time. All right, yeah, so you can see there the dates when it was volunteer fire department, 1871 to 1885, and then in 1886, as you just said, it became a paid, staffed engine house. Yeah, nice. And some more of the history down here. Look at this. Oh wow, from the
Here's your
horse-drawn
horse-drawn
era.
era.
Yeah.
Right.
1886 to 1921.
And here's Blackie. He lived to be 37 years old. Was our last horse.
Oh, nice job, Blackie. Well done.
And we had some
Yeah.
different looking rigs like this one.
Oh my goodness. I've never seen a vehicle anything like that. This is engine company number 3, 1911 Seagrave buckboard chemical engine. Wow.
And here's one of our early crash rigs.
Ooh, and what does that mean? What is a crash rig?
Works at the airport.
Got it, to deal with airliner crashes. Wow. Los Angeles International Airport protected by this 1958 FWD 6x6 crash tender.
Here's the modern ones you'll see at the airport.
Wow, good grief. That's
Has an engine in front and an engine in back.
ooh, that is
And
a
it'll
big
go right
rig.
through the soft sand. You don't get in its way.
I was gonna say, I mean, just looking at the cabin, the pilot cabin, for scale, that's a. I mean, those wheels have got to be what, 20 feet tall?
No, those wheels are about 6.5, 7 foot tall.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, that's a nice shot of boat number 2. The Warner L. Lawrence replaced the 1925 Ralph J. Scott in 2002. Yeah, that's beautiful.
The Ralph J. Scott keel was laid in 1925, and it spent 70 years as the boat in the harbor.
Fantastic. You got a lifetime of service out of that. All right, so upstairs there's a whole other set of exhibits, and here is a room that used to be the dormitory for the firefighters. So this would have been where they all slept. while on the clock, and when duty called, and leap out of bed, slide down one of these fire poles, and get on the move.
This entire wall is all helmets from foreign countries.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at that.
Top is all LA City.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Right. Now look at this. Mexico, Luxembourg, Netherlands,
All the helmets up on top is LA
New
City.
Zealand.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that is so cool.
This is Fire
Germany.
Station 22.
And here's a little miniature. That's pretty cute. And look at these helmets from France. My goodness, they look like they're part of a knight's outfit or something. That is pretty ornate. More from
Now they got a big
UK, oh,
shoulder
Denmark.
patch.
Yeah, that's great.
That was
Look
our
at that
standard.
dimensional eagle on there. Very cool. Oh wow, Austria,
Between LAFC and LAFC.
Bavaria. That feels very
LAPD,
Bavarian, actually.
There's
Yeah.
LA City Fire Department.
Look
Yeah,
at
like
this.
a lot of the fire
NSWFB.
departments have gone to LA.
It's like a
County,
little bit like a Roman centurion helmet almost. So again, here are the local LAFD helmets and things. And yeah, you got different kinds: squad, tender, battalion chief, mountain patrol, rescue. Yeah, very cool. I guess those are plates that could be taken off and moved to other helmets as needed. Now this is cool. They've retrieved some objects from fires as evidence. Items were held by a fire marshal for analysis of items like these, and their location provides clues to the fires and their intensities. Wow, neat.
Like in a basement, or use it at a pier or wharf.
Oh, I see. Right.
And
Okay.
that thing would spin around, and you could see the different directions of the openings. It would throw
Oh,
water in
yeah.
all directions.
I see. Oh, that's what that means. Cellular distributor.
the
Got it.
Breslin.
Understood. So drop through a hole to wet down otherwise inaccessible areas. Now, anybody who grew up as a kid in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, we all remember Smokey Bear. And here are whole cabinets dedicated to that fantastic icon. Oh yeah, that's very cute.
You
Oh,
want a
nice.
bear?
Yeah, tons of plush. That's lovely. Special limited edition Smokey Bear. And remember, it's not Smokey the Bear, it's Smokey Bear. Always keep that in mind. Well, it looks to be some kind of a board game called London's Burning, an epic adventure that puts you on the hot spot. Yikes. I love this little corner display with some posters for movies that feature firemen and fires. Oh, here's one I've never heard of. She Loved a Fireman. Now, this is pretty unusual. These helmets right here came from the personal estate of legendary film producer Irwin Allen, famous for his epic disaster films, including The Towering Inferno. Probably one of my favorite of that cycle of films. Yeah, so this is a room dedicated to the LA firefighters who perished in 9/11 in New York. Amazing. We just forget that so many firefighters from other cities came to New York. Wow.
And then we can go this way.
And here, right here in front of another fire pole, are photographs honoring the chiefs of this particular station. In the very
That's
start.
the chief of the whole department. He's the top man.
Oh, there you go. Okay, right. Oh, right. Your fire department chiefs. Right. This is for all of LA. And here's the second board with more spaces for the future chiefs to come. And it's amazing when you look at some of the older firefighting equipment and just think, you know, putting out fires is a difficult thing to do even today. And back then, boy, I bet it was a much more difficult task.
And put your projectile in, you would tie a small line into the end of that projectile. You'd take the gun, load the projectile, shoot it up to maybe the rooftop with a small line. Then the small line could be hooked to a hose or a larger line.
And then pulled up that way. Yeah. Oh, that's.
If you take the one downstairs, if you go show the one downstairs in front of the door by the store, it actually looks like a motor
Oh,
boat.
wow, yeah, sure, an old hand
Now,
pump.
it would do it, except it doesn't have the bucket around it. The one downstairs, it says it's a Japanese gift. We had it in the United States too. You can see how they put water in there, and you can see where the water then would come out, pumped out of here.
Awesome.
This was designed to give you the idea of the pumping, the pressure.
But check out this beautiful model of the #2 fireboat. Again, this is the boat that offered 7+ decades of service. Well done. Yeah, that's a great model. Yeah, so what are these plaques?
These plaques, if I'm not mistaken, they used to have on the house, showed that they had the insurance, and the firemen would go to those houses to put out the fire. If they didn't have those plaques, they wouldn't go.
True. Last one that happened in about 1975 back in Minnesota or so. The firefighters ran their house, there was no label on the door. So they just checked, make sure one's light inside, and they let it burn.
Ah, that's incredible.
This
Oh
is
my
what
God.
they used to pay for the fire departments. Wow. Insurance companies. So these were, they were just small packs. They're by a door.
Sure.
But these have been enlarged to explain it. And we need to listen to the story there.
Oh,
Different
there you
insurance
go.
companies.
Yeah, American fire signs. In 1752, fire signs first made their appearance on early American homes. This is before the advent of volunteer fire departments. At that time, fire departments were financed exclusively by insurance companies. A company fire sign or fire mark was mounted on the house that it insured. Good grief. Look at this. Okay, here's a lovely photograph honoring Neil Smiley Wallace, retired with 50 years of service to the LAFD. And this guy didn't take a single sick day in 5 decades fighting fires. So I saw this little display of glass bottles. They look like some kind of big apothecary jars of some kind, but what they are early fire extinguishers. Hand grenade fire extinguisher from 1860 to approximately 1900. Contents were merely salt water solutions with added bicarbonate of soda.
But with the chemical on the inside of those extinguishers, like they had a fire in a projection booth at a theater.
Oh, sure,
They
yeah.
used those and discovered it gave off phosgene gas, which is highly toxic.
Whoops.
So they had to stop using them.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't want the fire extinguisher to kill you either. Yeah. So these are the old lockers for the firefighters, and again, here's one of the earlier fire jackets. Boy, these things look like they are very heavy. I bet they weigh quite a bit. And then one of these newer silver ones. Wow, that's beautiful. But I love the old wooden
And
locker
they put
doors.
the straps around with the D-rings so
Oh,
that
for you could snap
hook
onto the vehicle.
safety.
Yeah, yeah, nice. That's great. Oh yeah, I got your some radio
And you
equipment,
carry a
flashlight.
smoke light, that's a PAL device, personal alert. If you go down
Oh, it
and you
emits.
don't move, it starts going off.
Gotcha, so
they
people
find
can
you.
track you. Yeah.
And then we got this, like I say, for the kids.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, oh yeah, the little fire trucks and stuff. You know, when I was really young, at the preschool that I went to, we had all these little pedal toys. Everybody wanted the fire truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's some of these fire grenade extinguishers. God, that is so crazy. Oh.
And needless to say, they protected them well. Look in that box.
Yeah, you don't want these jostling around. Yeah, that is pretty volatile stuff.
And then our good old soda acid fire extinguishers.
Yeah, wow. Oh, and again, so beautiful and ornate. Look at the brass plates on the front of that. So
And we
cool.
polished it.
Yeah, yeah, these are showroom ready. I just love the detailing on these kind of plaques on the front of these extinguishers. So beautiful. Oh, this is fantastic. Got a little room here with models of all these different kind of fire stations
And
all
here's
over
the
the
boat,
place.
boat station here.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. So are these all LA fire department stations?
Some
or
of them are.
So some of them are from other cities and.
And you see the towers hanging up in this. That was where they hung the hose to dry.
Oh, that's awesome.
See this truck? When they were building this and restoring it, see the rungs in the ladder?
Yeah.
They couldn't find anything to fit in there to work except angel hair pasta. That's what the rungs are made out of in that area.
Well, you know, if it works, it works. That is
You see how you used to sit here in Tiller and have all that ladder hanging
Sure,
behind you?
yeah. Wow, crazy. All right, I think that is going to bring this one to a close, but just want to thank everybody here for
Well,
doing...
we're here for the people.
You certainly are, and you're doing an amazing job. Amazing job. So Mike, again, thank you so much for showing me around. And please make it a point to get out here and check this out. Again, it's free admission, open Saturdays from 10 to 4, right in Hollywood, California. Just an incredible collection of beautiful memorabilia and historical details. Just fantastic. All right, so we'll catch you in the next one.